Oh my goodness, it's back because you won't go away. You're like the Freddy Krueger of human beings. I feel like you're going to live to be 100, and I don't understand how you're doing it. But welcome to the Karen Hunter Show. Let me welcome Donald J. Trump. Boo. Yes.
Oh, and
Okay.
by the
Thank
way,
you.
like,
Yeah.
excuse me,
Yeah.
like Freddy
hmm
Krueger, I go into women's bedrooms without permission.
Uh,
So I think that's actually a strong analogy. I'll give you credit for
okay.
that one. How
All
about
right.
that?
Yeah.
How about
Well,
that?
let's stay right there because indictments were supposed to come down today. I was waiting for them. What? How are you able to escape justice? Why? Can you explain what it is that you're doing that is keeping you out of jail, sir?
They used to call, there was a guy, his name was John Gotti. You remember this guy? Very slick, very tough guy. Not as tough as me, but he was tough. Dressed very nicely, not as nicely as me. But they called him Teflon Don because they couldn't get him. And then they got him. And before he went to jail, when he finally lost that Teflon, he called me and he said, "Sir," and I said, "Yes, what is it?" And he said, "Sir, I want you to have the title Teflon Don now that I have been caught. Only you are even more not catchable." I know there's probably a word for that, but we don't need to use
Right.
it.
You don't have a lot of words. Yeah.
Not
Right.
well, I have the best words. We don't need a lot of
Yeah.
words when you
Yeah.
have the
Yeah.
best ones. But you
Yeah.
said
No, they're horrible.
you are more Teflon than me, and you take it. So now they call me Teflon Donald, which doesn't rhyme, but it's very very strong.
Yeah. I'm struggling. I'm hoping. Are you concerned? Like, because you're orange. I'm thinking that your skin matches the jumpsuit. Like, it would be nice, a nice coordination for you to have the orange jumpsuit to
Well,
match your
that's
orange glow. Mm-hmm.
that's why African Americans support me so strongly because they know remember, was it Boomerang? Maybe you got to coordinate.
Yes.
Nobody co-
Yes. Yeah.
and he wasn't even coordinating skin and outfit. I took it to the
Right.
next level. So that's why
Yeah.
you see all these blacks in the crowd cheering for me. I did very
Mm-hmm.
strongly, a
Well,
lot
actually, I
stronger
only
than
see
people
like
expected.
one with a sign, and it says "Blacks for Trump," and there's only ever one. And then you lost one of your favorites. I don't know whether it was I think it was Diamond or Silk. One of you had Diamond and remember
It
you
was
you
Raisinette.
spoke.
It was Raisinette. Goober is still alive, but Raisinette was the one who passed. Very sad.
Right, right. You came to her funeral and said that you didn't even know her sister. That was interesting.
Oh, they're sisters? I thought they meant like sisters, like like blacks say brother and sister, but it doesn't mean you're related. It's just a term of deer
Okay. All
meat.
right.
A term
All
of
right.
deer meat. When somebody means something to you, you say that's
Okay.
a term of deer meat.
All right. Rest in power. So you lost your ex-wife, one of your first wives, Ivana.
I did not push her down the
I
stairs,
never
and I'm
said that you
not.
did. I was
Oh,
going to ask another
excuse me.
question,
No,
but
no, excuse me.
since you brought it up,
Excuse me. I
yeah.
could tell where
hmm
you were going, and I'm saying, for the record, I did not push her down the
Okay.
stairs. She fell.
All right. I read somewhere, I don't believe you, that she is buried on your golf course. Now, she accused you of rape in a book that you forced her to take out. And I don't think she liked you very much. And why are you keeping her remains on your property? I don't, was that written in her will somewhere? Seems obscene to me.
Basically, I never listened to her wishes, as you could tell from what she took out of the book. Which it's
Right.
sort of, you ever see Inception? It's almost like I did in Inception. Like she wanted to include me doing something against her will, but then I forced her to take it out of the book, which was like a double against her will. And then
Right.
for three strikes and you're out, I buried her in the golf course. She said she wanted to be buried in whatever European hellhole she was from, but I said, "No, you're gonna go on the golf course, honey. Thank you, darling." And she's right there.
Terrible. All right. So there's a new book coming out that I'm not going to give the title because I want no one to buy it. But apparently people are already buying it. It's already grossed $20 million in just 2 months. And the book you are showing people letters that people sent to you. It's a book with 150 private letters. Already, Oprah Winfrey has spoken out. She's not happy with you putting her personal letter. Apparently,
how you doing?
Hey, Oprah. You mentioned, this is a two-part question. Please try to keep up. You mentioned early before you ran for president that you would like Oprah to be your vice president. This was back in 2000. And she wrote you a letter saying, "Too bad we're not running for office. What a team." I think that was one of the letters that was included in this. And what happened? So first of all, why did you put people's letters in without their permission? And then secondly, with Oprah, You thought she would have made a great vice president, and you picked Mike Pence. Explain yourself.
Well, Oprah became Wokra. Okay, so she's no longer
Oh
a friend of
God, here we
mine.
go.
She went Wokra. That's what we call her
Mhm.
now. So she wrote me this beautiful letter. She wanted to be, she thinks we would have made a great team. I think she was right when she was a little more normal, but now she's gone far left. She's gone radical left. So it's very sad for her. And I use the letters that people send me. Those are my letters. I'm allowed to use them. It's called totally legal. But also,
What do you know?
I'm also including sext messages and nude pics from my wife, Melatonin, as well as some things I hacked off of Jared Kushner's phone of nice, tasteful pictures of Ivanka. So if I'm including those very tasteful photos, what the hell does a letter matter? You know,
So this is a giant picture book with letters because you can't write. Is that correct, sir? You don't know how to read very well.
no, I read words with great
Okay.
goodness. So I don't have to show off. I don't have to like pick up a book and look, oh, I can write, I can read. We don't need to show off to people because a lot of my supporters can't do those things. And I don't want to make them feel, I want to feel like I'm one of them, even though obviously I think they're disgusting human beings, but
Right.
we love them.
Right. Do you? Okay. Jay Leno is in there. He's upset too that you put private letters in a private letter from him in your book. You also have letters from presidents, including Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, Bill Clinton. You have a letter in there from Princess Di, Ted Kennedy, from Kim Jong-un. Now, did he write this letter in Korean? And how did you read it? What did he write it in English? What did he have to say?
What makes it sort of interesting is he actually wrote it in the blood of his dead uncle that he had just murdered. And then so he dipped a pen and sort of wrote this beautiful love letter to me saying how strong he thought I was. He wrote it in very poor English, if I'm being honest. It was very, very bad English, but he tried, and we appreciate that he gave a strong effort. And I think it says a lot about a guy if he writes you a letter in the blood of his murdered relative. I think that's sort of a special bond between two leaders.
Apparently, there's also a letter in here from Hillary Clinton. What could she possibly have had to say to you?
Well, okay.
I think, since I know sort of business and marketing a lot better than you, by the way, I think that people are going to want to know. Well, it's true. People are going to want to know the Hillary letter. We're not going to give that away. Yeah, you got to buy the book, and it's a real steal at I think $100.
Oh my God. Okay. And finally, you announced that you're running for president again. Are you going to pick Mike Pence as your running mate when you asked your supporters, or your supporters tried to kill him on January 6th? They were looking for him to kill him, to hang him. Is he going to run with you again, or is he? Who's going to be your running mate?
He's going to run from me because we're not done with him. And I'm thinking at my next inauguration, we might actually have an official hanging of Mike Pence.
Oh, no. I think that is that legal? Well, I guess you can't get arrested, it seems. So you're just threatening this man on national airwaves.
No, it's a hypothetical. It's called a hypothetical. But hypothetically, I think we might make that part of my American Carnage Part 2, More Carnage speech that I'll give. But no, I'm thinking for a running mate. I'm very interested in Lauren Boebert. I think she's a real talent. Because I could almost see her as sort of a fourth Mrs. Trump for like a couple of years before I get to a serious fifth wife. You have that sort of fun fling with the 36-year-old grandmother in Congress. And also Nikki Haley is very thirsty, as the kids would say. She's definitely out there trying to be vice presidential material. And you have to always consider somebody with the talent and celebrity of Kid Rock. So I think that if I had to pick my three finalists right now, I'd say it's Boebert, Rock, and Haley.
Okay. So people are saying that you probably won't win. It looks like DeSantis, who's in Florida, governor of Florida, where you have made your residence, will beat you in a primary. Is that a middle finger? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I was scratching.
Yeah. Oh,
I was scratching.
okay.
Well, my
Okay.
hands are so big, you thought my non-middle finger was a middle finger.
Yeah,
Interesting.
well,
They
look
say
like a
small
pinky,
hands.
actually, if I'm
Well,
being honest. Yes,
maybe
but
of a
go ahead.
giant,
So,
a giant's pinky. You left that part
toadstool.
out.
DeSantis, are you concerned?
No, we're not concerned with Ron White Boots DeSantis. First of all, he's never been in any serious competition. Did you see what I did to those Republicans in 2016? The dominance.
Unfortunately, yeah.
They didn't know it hit them. And DeSantis is a short, dumpy, and his voice sounds like sour milk. If sour milk could speak, it would sound like Ron Meatball. And when he gets on that stage with me, he's going to look short, he's going to look dumpy, and he's going to be doing the hands like me. And everybody will see him for like, oh, if you can't afford Trump, get the store brand, CVS brand Republican leader called Ron Meatball DeSantis. So he has no chance. And when the people see the original versus the knockoff, they're going to say, knock it off and get the hell back to Florida, DeSantis. You're not a president.
All right, I've had just about enough. I can, and Lord, anything. I wish you not well, and I hope that you do not succeed in anything that you do, and that you'll end up in that orange jumpsuit to match your beautiful orange complexion, you giant Cheeto. Thank you for being here today. We're done. Yes. All right.
God bless the United States.